Beautiful. First in the building. Soon as I hit the button, ready to survive with the fireballs. Yes, it is going down. Shout out to Lady Smith, Black Mangaboo. Y'all know I love this music. Salute Kelly, Cutthroat, Tasha T, Guy in the building, Regina, you know what I mean? Pebbles. Darrell, Milo, AJS Cupcakes. We got the cupcakes in the building. We got the cupcakes and the tasty cakes in the building. Smash that like button. We in meditation mode. I gotta stretch. Look, I got the armpit juice. Look, you see this? I'm already sweating. Armpit juice already. See, this is the crazy thing. These vampires be having me so worked up that even before we start to survive, I got the armpit juice in the thermos. Armpit juice already. During survival. We are surviving the armpit juice. Y'all see that splatter? All that motherfucking orange juice splatter. Armpit splatter. But it don't stink though. It don't stink. And I'm not gonna let y'all say that Jamil's armpits is kicking like Jackie Chan. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all say that my armpits stink. They don't stink. I'm just sweating because I'm preparing to survive these demons. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 50 Cent just announced that he's officially dropping the surviving Diddy Glover and Usher blowing Justin Bieber's back out. Tag teaming this young boy allegedly during survival. Now, I was assuming that 50 Cent was going to do a docu-series. I was hoping he was going to do a docu-series, but we have confirmation. And I'm glad because this is going to get justice for not just Justin, but all these other victims during survival. And this is the crazy part. Now, I heard that allegedly 50 Cent got Patty, Justin Bieber's mother, that's going to be on this docu-series. Now, I don't know if she's going to be on it to try to make us feel bad for her, if she's going to be up there trying to say, well, I didn't know Diddy and them was going to do this to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So we're not going to go in on Patty just yet. I want to hear what Justin Bieber's mom is going to say on this docu-series, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going down. Smash that like button, everybody in the building. It's going to get crazy.
Usher, you a straight punk. You say you got nothing bad to say about Diddy? Let me remind everybody what he did to y'all. When you was 13 years old, LaFace sent you to live in his New York crib, running around with him to all them sick, grimy-ass parties. You know damn well what Diddy did to your ass. Yeah. He used my boo to blow you up to the top, but then he turned around and slashed your album cut from 30% down to a sad-ass 15%, forced you to sign them bullshit split agreements. Then when you try to start your own label, he wouldn't even spot you $5,000 to keep you.
Now, I didn't even know this, that Diddy Glover didn't even want to spot Usher $5,000 to help him out when he tried to start his own label. Pure Bible. All I was just thinking was that Diddy Glover was just blowing Usher's back out. I didn't know that Diddy Glover was actually doing him dirty far as the business. We only think about the alleged sexual allegations. We never think that Diddy Glover was making money and taking money from Usher too, until 50 Cent just let it be known.
Usher, you a straight punk. You say you got nothing bad to say about Diddy? Let me remind everybody what he did to your ass. When you was 13 years old, LaFace sent you to live in his New York crib, running around with him to all them sick, grimy ass parties. You know damn well what Diddy did to your ass. Yeah. He used my boo to blow you up to the top, but then he turned around and slashed your album cut from 30% down to a sad ass 15%, forced you to sign them bullshit split agreements. Then when you try to start your own label, he wouldn't even spot you $5,000 to keep shit afloat. He even complained about it in the interviews. He wearing Versace but won't help you, and you just forgot all that now? Then you got the nerve to drag the black community into this? We don't co-sign Diddy like you do. Think about all them pain victims. How many people live in hell on earth because of him?
You hear this, Usher? We don't co-sign Diddy Glover. 50 Cent said we don't co-sign him. You co-sign Diddy Glover. Do you understand how many victims, how many people that's still living with trauma? And you want to try to defend him? Now you brought it on yourself, Usher. All the stories, everything is coming out now. You know what I mean? 50 Cent has ex alleged girlfriends and alleged boyfriends. All of them is going to be on this docu series. Smash that like button.
The evidence right there is bloody and raw. How the fuck you got the audacity to call him a good man? This shit makes me sick. You got zero sense of justice, bro. Zero. Usher, you a straight punk. You say you got nothing bad to say about Diddy? Let me remind everybody what he did to your ass.
He's going to remind everybody, what did Diddy Glover do to you, Usher? So this is deeper than cereal and milk. This is deeper than waking up at 13 years old with that grown man hovering, blowing that vampire breath all over you. You know what I mean? The man is still getting money and stuff off of you too, allegedly. Now you still get money off of Justin Bieber, and Diddy Glover still making money off of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's much more to Diddy Glover and Usher's saga of why he's defending him. It's much more. And it's all coming out thanks to 50 Cent. Pure survival.
I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented.
Now put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Usher's full of crap and he's lying for Diddy Glover. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he's telling the truth. Usher saying he didn't experience these things with Diddy Glover. So you should not be upset when this docu-series come out. Because 50 Cent is going to show more stuff that we didn't even know about. Pure survival. You know what I mean? There are songs that Usher was talking about Diddy in that 50 Cent is putting in this documentary. And I do not know if Let It Burn was really about Diddy Glover. So we're going to see. Usher, we're going to see. Let It Burn. Did you make that song about Diddy Glover? Smash that like button.
I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws. But I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made.
Not any sense of humanity. Are you not going to say nothing about the victims? You said you can't have any sense of humanity not to give Diddy Glover his freak off flowers. But what about the victims? Did you have any sense of humanity, Usher, to think about them? Knowing that you were an alleged victim early in the game, don't you think about the victims that came after you, Usher? You need to get them Super Bowl skates about your tasty cakes, sir. You've been hanging with Russell Simmons in them yoga pants for way too long. Smash that like button, guys. I can't wait for this documentary.
I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made. I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think he's lying. Put a 2 in the chat if he's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Your experience, Usher, wasn't like that. Now, this is who you was hanging around too much. Look at Usher standing right here and look at Russell Simmons. Pure survival. They are on the beach and Russell Simmons is backing it up on Usher's wiener. Look at this. These people have this boy traumatized still up to this day. Why is Russell Simmons cakes all the way up in the air like that, Usher? You can't get these grown men up out of your system. But 50 Cent is going to put all of this in the docu-series. Do y'all see Russell Simmons cakes in the air? This is without the yoga pants. Look at Usher. He's out there with his motherfucking long johns, back like literally pounding Russell Simmons out right here. This is crazy. All of this footage is about to be released in this documentary. You know what I'm saying? Because Russell Simmons is still working with Usher in his head, also telling Usher what to say to defend Diddy so Diddy can get this appeal. All of this stuff is playing together. You know what I'm saying? Look at him.
Usher baby. So Russell Simmons went on his Instagram and he captioned, "When I was at my lowest point in my life, I woke up and this man was sitting by my bed. I had
You see this? This man said when he woke up, Russell Simmons said, when I was at the lowest point in my life, I woke up and this man was sitting by my bed. Why was this 13-year-old boy sitting by this man's bed when he woke up early in the morning? Pure survival. Can somebody explain that to me? Like, look at Usher's back right there. Put a 1 in the chat if it looks like Usher's back is blowed out right there. Put a 2 in the chat if it don't look like Russell Simmons just blew Usher's back out. Look at how his back is up like this. Pure survival. And motherfucker, goddamn Russell Simmons is smiling from ear to ear. He's talking about waking up early in the morning with Usher at the edge of his bed. Baby oil sitting on the goddamn counter. All this goddamn oil. Look, this is the Pure Survival hair oil. You know what I'm saying? But Russell Simmons had the oils sitting right on the damn dresser as he's power driving the crap out of Usher. There's no way that man's back and his shit should be up like this. You can tell they done had their way with you, Usher. And 50 Cent is going to be talking about Russell Simmons and his dealings with Usher. Everything is on this new documentary, guys. Smash that like button if y'all want to see this 50 Cent documentary with Usher. And Usher brought it on himself. What about the love affair between you and motherfucking Russell?
Usher baby. So Russell Simmons went on his Instagram and he captioned, "When I was at my lowest point in my life, I woke up and this man was sitting by my bed. I had known Usher since he was a kid, but we really bonded because of our mutual love for self-discovery and our belief in yogic science as a direct route to realizing God's consciousness in ourselves."
He's talking about him and Usher bonded through yoga. Through yoga. they bonded through yoga. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that that's a lie. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that they bonded from Diddy and Russell Simmons tag teaming Usher, tag teaming him. This is the only boy that's still flying out with his yoga pants and his Super Bowl skates over there hanging with this man right here, Pure Survival. and,
You
and
remember this. A friend walks in when others walk out. I will never forget the generosity of spirit I witnessed in this man. God bless you, baby bro. At Usher, love you. Man, this is blowing up the internet, man. This is blowing up the internet. We.
Look at all that sweat pouring from his head. Y'all don't think that this is baby oil all on Usher's head right here? That he was backstage, you know what I'm saying, making love in a tub with Diddy Glover before he went out on stage? We see through all the baby oil residue, Usher. And I'm so happy that 50 Cent putting out this documentary. I hope that 50 Cent let me come on this damn documentary, Usher. I'm going to have a field day with you, sir. You know what I'm saying? All the sexual harassment that 50 Cent dealt with Diddy, and you trying to act like Diddy is this innocent person. You know what I'm saying? Look at the sexual harassment 50 Cent dealt with. That's a slap in his face.
I was like, yeah, like first he was scamping him to get stopped. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to kick it, like we can just hang out. Nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said?
So if he tried to take 50 Cent shopping, put a one in the chat if y'all think that Diddy took Usher shopping and bent him like a Pepsi can. Put a two in the chat if y'all don't think that if he tried to take 50 Cent shopping, he tried to smash 50 Cent, he tried to smash Terrence Howard. Diddy Glover was so nasty and disgusted. He was even crazy enough to try to smash Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was biting motherfucking ears off. Pure survival. He don't care how big 50 Cent is. If 50 Cent's on steroids, he didn't give a damn. When Diddy Glover wants you, he wants you. So for Usher to act like Diddy did nothing to him, but he tried to smash all of these other grown victims. That's why 50 is appalled. He like, that man tried to smash me. We definitely doing this documentary now.
Pop was like, yeah, like first he was scamping him to get stopped. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to kick it, like we can just hang out. Nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him. I was like, this nigga fucking weird. This nigga just told me he taking me shopping.
Tried to take that man shopping. Had Terrence Howard over his crib. You know what I'm saying? And Usher, this looks like a night where you and him was really going, that Diddy was going to Pound Town on you this day.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey.
Look at the excitement of these men.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the...
Look at this, guys. Everybody smash that like button if y'all think that Diddy, Glover, and Usher just got done having, you know what I'm saying, having a field day together. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think so. Usher said, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Diddy Glover, don't smash me no more. All you heard was Diddy Glover, don't smash me no more. You see the sweat pouring all down Usher's fucking face right here. Built on Bible. And you want to tell the world that Diddy never did nothing to you. You don't got that experience. So since you don't got that experience with Diddy Glover, Usher, that Justin Bieber and others went through, I'm going to say, when you got older, it just became consensual. You and Diddy started going steady. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy and Usher started going out together. Put it two in the chat if y'all think that Diddy was just kept forcing him. I think as a kid he forced him, but when Usher got old enough, he wanted it.
Oh boy, hey, hey, hey. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey, hey. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey.
Look how excited Diddy is. He like, oh my God, I'm going to hit it from the back today. Feels a Bible. You see how far back Diddy's hairline is? They was smashing so hard that Diddy's hairline just started backing the fuck up. His hairline so far back, he looked bald. Diddy look like RoboCop when he take off the mask, Pure Survival. And look at your face, Usher. You look like you on a goddamn freak-off roller coaster. You going down that ride. Look, you know how you going down the ride and you all the way at the top of the goddamn roller coaster and you going down. Look at Usher's face, Pure Survival. Look like he's on the roller coaster of his lifetime. And Diddy just smiling, headline all the way back into this motherfucker. This is crazy, guys. We have the proof. And look at these men. You say Diddy ain't did nothing to you, Usher. He sat there and sexually harassed 2 hardcore rappers at the same time. 3 hardcore rappers. Diddy sat and sexually harassed, and they all look scared for their life.
Yeah, Mr. Lee. Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping some shit. No, I like that. You know, I've been practicing. I got
You hear that? I like when you do that, Usher. I like when you do that, Usher. All scrambling and scraping for shit. What did Diddy Glover mean by that? Nori dropped some papers on the ground. He's picking the papers up, and Diddy's like, "Ooh, I like how you do that, Daddy. Oh, I like how you do that." All scrambling and scraping for shit. So you know Diddy was using these kind of words to his victims. This is crazy. Look at him.
Yeah, Mr. Lee. Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping.
Look how scared this man is, Usher. How is Brooklyn rapper Fabulous scared out of his mind? Even Jada Kiss, Bible. These are New York rappers that are hardcore gangster rappers back when they came out. And they're all scared looking at what is Diddy talking about. I like how you do that, Daddy. All scrambling and scraping for shit. These niggas look scared, man. Diddy was no joke, guys. He was no joke.
Okay, yeah.
And Usher sitting there lying for him.
Scraping for shit. No, I like that. You know, I've been practicing.
I like that. Smash that like button, guys. Everybody in the building. This is hilarious.
Mr. Lee. Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one. Make a wish. Just blow it out. Your birthday every day. Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs. Goddammit, I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
But I'm talking about for your birthday. Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that? Why won't you come party with me, man? Why won't you come party with me, man? This grown man Fabulous said we already partied. That's a Bible. And Diddy said no, but we ain't really party. What did he mean by we ain't really party? Smash that like button, guys. When Diddy wants you, he's going to get you. Did you see the answer that he gave Charlamagne when Charlamagne asked him what did he mean when he was sexually harassing them?
Going into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody they made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game,
I would definitely. That came from Harlem too. Yeah, it came from Harlem.
And then Diddy had a nerve to lie and say he didn't see the video where he was talking about scrambling and scraping for shit. He lied, right? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that Diddy did not see that video. All the people was talking about it. Everybody was reacting to it. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think maybe Diddy didn't see it. He didn't see the sickness that was coming out of him. All the drugs from in Miami and the freak offs that he was doing. He was so horny when he got around those men, pure survival, the freak off shit was coming out of his pores. And he couldn't control his sexual habitat.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely. That came from Harlem too. Yeah, it came from Harlem. I definitely would say some, oh my, woo, the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of partying. I don't really remember what I was saying.
He said he was coming from a night of partying in Miami. He don't remember what he was saying. So he didn't remember that he was trying to smash Fabulous. He don't remember that he was blowing kisses at Jada Kiss. He don't remember that he was looking at Nori's Tasty Cakes as he was picking up paper, talking about how you like how he does that, daddy. How you like that he does that, daddy. That he didn't remember that because he was spending a night, having nights of partying in Miami. Freaking off. Smash that like button, everybody in the building. The new documentary is coming. The Surviving Usher and Diddy Glover's documentary. Listen to this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play something.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man. I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my back.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Look at him. He didn't even know what to say. You said, I like it how you do that, Daddy. All scrambling and scraping for shit. Pure survival. Diddy was just like, that was me. Oh, well, hey. Yes, dude, you couldn't control yourself around those men. So we know you getting your back blowed out in prison. Pure survival. If you couldn't control yourself around men that's free, imagine how Diddy's running around Forks Dingalings. Pure survival. They passing him from cell to cell. They passing him like a guy, like they fishing, sending him across to the other cells. Here, you want Diddy's Tasty Cakes? You want to be able to say that you smashed Diddy while you in jail? Okay, well, Diddy's coming down there. Take that, take that, take that, take that. All right, we just got done with Diddy. Take that, take that. Here, it's your turn. Take that. This motherfucker is wild, guys. Smash that like button. We got to see that again.
Remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play something.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man. I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my back.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
He's like, I don't know what I was talking about.
Nah. I mean,
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's compilation.
We have a bunch. We probably have. Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game.
He tried to act like he was playing a game. So Usher, Diddy had this kind of behavior around every other man, but he didn't do nothing to you. He didn't do nothing to you. This is crazy.
When you start to get the momentum, he's like, yo, we gotta hang out. Yo, when we go, Yeah, it was really just I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I take you shopping, like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It was weird because not only do I not go shopping like that, but he knew Misa was getting clothes for me, like was a stylist for me at points.
And I didn't even know that. 50 Cent said Misa was his actual stylist at the time. You know what I'm saying? And 50 don't even really care about shopping and stuff like that. So he knew, why is this man in particularly trying to take me out like as I'm like a woman? That's what you do with a female that you like, that you're attracted to. Or that's a guy, you know, if you're a woman and you see a guy you like and you say you want to take him shopping because you got the bag or whatever, this man was forcing himself on him. Like, I feel like Diddy don't like transgenders. He likes women that don't like, I mean, he like dudes, like straight dudes. Smash that like button. He like the motherfuckers that he can't get.
I asked 50 about that. Asked him to take him shopping.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of know. Dude, you take me there. That's what a guy says to a girl.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Well, if you do some little fluffy stuff.
I asked 50 about that. Asked him to take him shopping.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
He doesn't even know.
He said, I thought he needed some clothes, knowing that 50 Cent was a multi-millionaire. So did you think Terrence Howard needed some clothes when you lied to him and said you wanted him to be your acting coach, Pure Survival, and he came to your dungeon and you just sat there and kept staring at him? I told y'all that Diddy got a freak off lizard tongue. Watch this lizard tongue just come out of his mouth. Watch this shit.
What he's saying is like fruity.
What?
Watch this lizard tongue.
I'm a nice guy.
Oh, that's a
Look at the lizard tongue. Watch.
nice gesture.
Look at the lizard tongue. Pure Survival. He can't help this. This tongue right here, when he see a guy that he wants, that lizard tongue can go all the way behind his fucking head. Do y'all know that? The man is a freak off lizard. That lizard tongue will go all the way around his motherfucking shoulders. You know what I'm talking about? Go behind his back. Diddy Glover lizard tongue can go over his head and lick his own motherfucking tasty cakes. His tongue could go all the way back to the crack of his ass. Smash that like button, guys. Put the lizard emojis in the chat. He can't help this shit. And King Kong's the same way. You see Diddy's motherfucking freak off son? He just be like, I love my dad. You know, my dad told me like this. Every time, you know, my dad, I just love my dad so much. And that my tongue, every time you see me, my tongue, my mouth, because I just like my dad. That's why every time I turn around, just like my dad. His son got that motherfucking lizard tongue. You gotta know, you don't know when it's coming. This motherfucker just go fast as hell. This is the freakiest dude that ever walked the planet of the earth, guys. I can't wait for this documentary to come. It's going to be hilarious. And I knew 50 Cent was going to do this, guys. Smash that like button, everyone. Surviving motherfucking Usher and Diddy's documentary is coming. Look at him. Look at him.
You know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
it looks like 50 Cent just pulled the trigger on a documentary that could flip everything you thought you knew about Usher, and the timing is way too perfect to ignore. Right as whispers of a heated blow-up between Usher and Justin Bieber start leaking out of Beyonce's Oscars after party, 50 steps in and basically says, yeah, I've been sitting on something way bigger, but this is where it gets uncomfortable fast. Sources are already hinting that this isn't just industry drama or bruised egos. This goes way deeper. We're talking betrayal, silence, and questions about what really happened behind the scenes was coming up under Usher's.
This is all going to be on the documentary. Whatever was happening behind the scenes that we didn't know about is all coming out. Shout out to Guy in East. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. He cleans in between his toes with that tongue. So he even cleaned his toes with that tongue.
If you've been paying attention, you already know that he has been moving differently lately, cutting people off, keeping his distance, still fighting paparazzi, and now it's all starting to look a lot less random. But the real twist, Justin isn't just watching this all play out. He's reportedly part of it, which means this documentary might not just expose Usher, it might finally force Justin to say everything he's been holding in.
Now, do y'all hear that? Justin Bieber is working with 50 Cent on this documentary. And I told y'all that Justin Bieber's mother, Patty, she's going to be in the docu-series too. So I don't know if Justin Bieber's mother, you know what I'm saying, said, look, I'm going to support you. I'm going to stand by you. You know what I mean? It's okay for us to team up with 50 Cent. We've been waiting for Justin Bieber to come out to do this. We got to admit it. You know what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Justin Bieber is going to actually tell everything on this documentary. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he's going to sit there and defend Diddy and defend Usher. You know what I'm saying? He mad at Usher because Usher wouldn't stand up to him and tell everything. So why would Justin Bieber not tell? And if his mom noticed she let him down by giving him to them, you know what I'm saying? And if 50 Cent saying, well, Patty, you can come on the documentary and tell, you know, that you were young when you had Justin and, you know what I mean? You didn't really mean to give him away. Like, so Patty can go on there and pretend like, look, I didn't know Diddy and them was going to do this to him. However the case may be, but I'm
watching
happy.
This all play out. He's reportedly part of it, which means this documentary might not just expose Usher, it might finally force Justin to say everything he's been holding in. And if 50 Cent is behind it, you already know this is not going to be soft, filtered, or industry friendly. This is just the kind of project that names names, connects dots, and leaves people scrambling. The question is, though, what exactly does Justin know that's got everybody nervous? And why does this feel like it's about to get way darker than anyone expected?
And that's the thing. You got to ask yourself, what do Justin know that has everybody in the industry so nervous of what Justin's about to say? You see what I'm saying? I believe Justin Bieber is going to say stuff that we have no idea that was happening. Smash that like button, everybody in the building. That's what I believe. I believe whatever Usher say, Justin Bieber say on this documentary is going to break the internet.
Dots and leaves people scrambling. The question is, though, what exactly does Justin know that's got everybody nervous? And why does this feel like it's about to get way darker than anyone expected? Okay, so it looks like Usher baby is about to get the 50 Cent special, because this way that 50 Cent is going after him right now, you know the documentary is about to be as nasty as the Diddy one. And he has picked the perfect time to announce the documentary, because it came just after it was reported that Justin and Usher got into a nasty confrontation at Beyonce and Jay-Z's Oscars after party. According to reports, Usher came up to Justin at the party with energy and anger, and the two got into a heated exchange. Some people are also saying that Usher probably felt the type of way since Justin has been trying to clean house and cut some industry people off.
See that? So Usher came to Justin Bieber heated, and Justin Bieber came to Usher heated. So I believe they both had a conversation. Usher knew that Justin Bieber was ready to start telling, you know what I'm saying, everything. He started already cutting the ties from all of them industry people that stabbed him in the back, that passed him around, Scooter Braun's, all of these fake people, you know what I'm saying? So Usher was mad at Justin Bieber for wanting to come forward and tell the truth. Justin Bieber mad at him because he's like, dude, you was young too, and you gave me to them. So who y'all think the best person for Justin Bieber to get with? 50 Cent. Usher, you messed up. This documentary is going to expose it all.
Usher got into a nasty confrontation at Beyonce and Jay-Z's Oscars after party. According to reports, Usher came up to Justin at the party with energy and anger, and the two got into a heated exchange. Some people are also saying that Usher probably felt the type of way, since Justin has been trying to clean house and cut some industry people off, including Usher. And this kind of came as an insult to Usher given his long history with Justin. But multiple sources have confirmed that the reason for the bad blood between Usher and Justin is that Justin feels hurt and betrayed that Usher didn't protect him from Diddy and might even have sold him to Diddy at some point.
Wow, y'all hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Justin Bieber has a right to feel betrayed, that Usher betrayed him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Justin Bieber doesn't have a right to feel some kind of way. Shout out to Queso. Just hit that super chat. Fresh in the building. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel that Justin Bieber has a right to be upset? Of course. Yes, that's how I feel. If you knew that this was going to happen to me, sir, like if it happened to you, you had to know that it was going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think he has a right too. Smash that like button.
Trying to clean house and cut some industry people off, including Usher. And this kind of came as an insult to Usher given his long history with Justin. But multiple sources have confirmed that the reason for the bad blood between Usher and Justin is that Justin feels hurt and betrayed that Usher didn't protect him from Diddy and might even have sold him to Diddy at some point. And if there's one opportunity to drag Diddy, you already know that 50 Cent is always going to be right there. 50 jumped in the drama when he posted a picture from the fight and captioned it, "I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me?"
And why would 50 Cent say this? 50 Cent posted that and said, "I was a baby. Why you let him do me like that?" 50 Cent posted that. This is a real TMZ picture right here. I remember when this picture came out, everybody was saying, that's an AI. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real moment. Look at this. 50 Cent said, "Why did you let me do that to me? Let him do that to me." Doesn't it look like that's what Justin is actually saying to Usher? I mean, is it just me or does what 50 Cent said looks identical to what the hell it looked like Justin Bieber saying? Why did you let them do that to me, Usher? You running around in them damn Super Bowl skates, sliding around with the baby oil tread marks. It's fucking baby oil tracks all through the goddamn, and you don't want to say nothing? No, 50 Cent, y'all know he can't stand Diddy at all. Usher, he was trying to be nice with you, but since you're standing with his enemy, you see how he exposed Diddy. This documentary gonna blow the lid.
Usher and Justin is that Justin feels hurt and betrayed that Usher didn't protect him from Diddy and might even have sold him to Diddy at some point. And if there's one opportunity to drag Diddy, you already know that 50 Cent is always going to be right there. 50 jumped in the drama when he posted a picture from the fight and captioned it, "I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me?" That's what I thought when I saw this picture. This was pretty much all the confirmation we would need to find out that it was indeed about Diddy
And look at them. Look at this right here. Don't this shit look like it was like a plan? Put a 1 in the chat if it looked like Diddy and Usher's talking to themselves and Justin Bieber has no idea what the hell they talking about. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that that's what it looked like. It looks like they was planning this shit out. Just like Usher's so happy, like, yes, I don't got to keep bending my motherfucking tasty cakes over no more. I got this little boy right here. He has no idea. And look at Diddy. Diddy just looking like, ooh, I like that, daddy. Oh, I like that, daddy. Oh, I'm going to have this little boy. I'm going to have that little hairstyle scrambling and scraping for shit. That's what the hell the shit looked like to me. A whole damn setup. And now it's coming to light, Usher. So the last thing you should have did was stood with Diddy Glover. That's the last thing you did. You should have just been quiet. You should have never said nothing. But it's a PR move because you're trying to help Diddy get out of jail on this appeal.
do that to me. That's what I thought when I saw this picture. This was pretty much all the confirmation we would need to find out that it was indeed about Diddy and Usher and what they allegedly did to Justin. But there's more. It turns out that 50 Cent already knew some of the shady stuff about Usher and has been working low-key on a documentary for a minute. And y'all want to guess who's featured on the documentary? Justin Bieber. That's who.
Y'all hear that? Smash that like button. So 50 Cent already knew some stuff going on behind the scenes, okay, far as Justin Bieber. And Justin's going to be featured on this documentary. We've seen him cry in interviews. We've seen Justin Bieber get drugged and have to go down and make Odell Beckham's wiener disappear. We've seen all of this stuff. So can we imagine hearing Justin say this out of his mouth of what really happened? This is going to be crazy.
Already knew some of the shady stuff about Usher and has been working low-key on a documentary for a minute. And y'all want to guess who's featured on the documentary? Justin Bieber. That's who. But the interesting thing here is that there were rumors and blind items around about a year ago on how Justin was already finally ready to tell his side of the story and expose Usher. One blind item said, the north of the border singer is going to take the one named permanent A-list singer down. This is going to be brutal.
Oh, shit. So Justin Bieber wanted to tell last year. Shout out to Dina. Dina just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Shout out to Dina and everybody hitting that super chat, like especially during survival. Salute to y'all. But Justin Bieber wanted to tell like last year. I think he wanted to tell even before last year. But probably last year is when he probably told Usher, yo, it's time. You know what I mean? This is wild, guys. This has been in the making.
Justin Bieber, that's who. But the interesting thing here is that there were rumors and blind items around about a year ago on how Justin was already finally ready to tell his side of the story and expose Usher. One blind item said, the north of the border singer is going to take the one named permanent A-list singer down. This is going to be brutal. This was also around the time that he unfollowed Usher on Instagram. And there were some other blind items talking about Justin's mental health, this whole thing, like this one that said, this north of the border singer is in a really bad way right now. He really needs some professional help that he is not getting. So if it's true, it seems like unpacking what really happened to him in 50 Cent's documentary was partly responsible for sending him into a spiral, which explains the hostility towards Usher since then. Another recent blind item confirmed that Justin's hostility had to do with Usher's betrayal, saying it looks like the north of the border singer finally went after one of the people who groomed him and turned him into this mess that he is today.
Wow, yes. So Justin Bieber is finally going after the people who done what they done to him. Okay? If you groomed me and pass me down to this man so I can go spend 48 hours on Epstein Island where they allegedly eat children like lunch meat and cheese sandwiches, this is horrible. Smash that like button, guys.
Yeah, you know how documentaries are. It's about to be nasty and heartbreaking as possible. And from people who are working on it, we know that it's going to focus heavily on Usher allegedly pushing younger boys to Diddy, so Diddy would leave him alone. Now, we know that whatever Diddy allegedly did to Justin, he probably did the same thing to Usher. I mean, you already know the story of how Usher has had to live with Diddy as a teenager, even though he was signed to LA Reed. So you know that Reed has his own allegations and all that, but we're not going to get into that story today. Check the other videos. But the plan was for Usher to learn the ropes and find out about the music business from Diddy. But from what we know, Usher ended up doing way more than that. In this interview with Howard Stern, he admitted that it was a very inappropriate situation for a minor to be in and hinted that something bad happened to him.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
seeing? I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was
He didn't know if he can indulge and even understand what he was looking at. Pure survival. You 13 years old And you're seeing all of these grown, sick, demonic, vampire, Hollywood, casting couch creeps. And it was so sick and demonic, you didn't even know what you were looking at. This is crazy, guys. Shout out to Nini my Bay. Just hit that super chat. Don't forget about everyone that came for 50 Cent after the Diddy doc. They're on the radar too. One love, Jamil. Thank you so much. Yes, we can't forget about them because they hated on 50 Cent because 50 Cent was putting out the truth. And then 50 Cent took the money and gave it to charity. He took the money from Diddy's documentary just yesterday and gave $500,000 to a charity joint. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that he takes the money for this Justin Bieber documentary and give it to all the artists that got done dirty and all the young people that had to get their backs blowed, you know what I mean, in the industry by these sick demons. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Usher, you know what was going on, sir. Smash that like button. Everybody smash that like button. And shout out to all of y'all.
Something bad happened to him.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
But when Howard asked Usher if he would let his own kids be in that situation, Usher instantly shut it down and said he would never let that happen to his kids.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
So you wouldn't send your own kids to Diddy Glover's freak off camp, but you had no problem taking Justin Bieber, that kid, to Diddy Glover's freak off camp. So it's a slap in the face for you to pretend that Diddy, you never had that kind of relationship with Diddy Glover. You never seen nothing. Yes, baby, exactly. Like, how can you say you never seen nothing? At least be quiet or get unalived or be missing like Farnsworth Bentley. Farnsworth Bentley, where is he? Where is Farnsworth Bentley at? Somebody go look in the rainstorm, see if you see that motherfucker holding an umbrella somewhere. Pierce a Bible, like he Rihanna somewhere. Farnsworth Bentley knows not to say nothing because he know he's seen shit. I held Diddy's freak off umbrella. I walked around, made sure he didn't get a raindrop on him, but a whole body full of baby oil. Pierce a Bible. At least Farnsworth just didn't say shit. We don't know where the fuck is Farnsworth. But Usher, you was better off keeping your mouth shut, sir, because we clearly don't believe you. We would believe anybody else in the world but you. Diddy woke up in bed with you when you was 13 and you fought him over cereal and Lunchables. You fighting over Lunchables. You know, you get the Lunchable that got the snacks in it, like the candy bar, the Butterfinger, or the cookies. Usher wanted the kind with the Butterfinger. Diddy said, no, you only could get the one with the cookie. You know, he's a little kid. Now, if you want the one with the Butterfinger, you got to give me that Butterfinger. Pierce a Bible. Smash that like button, guys.
Usher instantly shut it down and said he would never let that happen to his kids.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
So Usher knew that the kids and the minors should never be around Diddy. But for some reason, he introduced Diddy to Justin and even encouraged him to spend time together. Yeah, that's more than enough to send an alarm bell ringing. But remember this creepy 48 Hours video with Diddy? Well, in that video, Diddy claimed that Usher had pretty much handed Justin over to him to do whatever he wanted to. Take a listen.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher. When he did his first album, I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that this was the day that Diddy finally did something to Justin Bieber for that 48 hours. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think the 48 hours was just all grooming. You know how you make a turkey and you got to put the season on the turkey. You got to put the motherfucking you know what I'm talking about? You kind of get the shit together. But that 48 hours where nobody could know where he was at, I hope since Justin Bieber's mom is going to be on this documentary, I want her to say how she feels about where did Justin go that day for 48 hours? The fact that you are a mother and you didn't even know. So, you know what I mean? I'm glad that you're going to be on this documentary because that's probably giving Justin the courage to come out to speak. But she's going to have to speak too of where was her antennas at when he was gone for 48 hours and you didn't even know. As a mother, he was like 2 years old, pure the Bible. You don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give Patty a pass up until I hear what she says on this Survivor series that 50 Cent's doing. I want to know what she got to say.
You know, he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship with him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So we gonna go full crazy.
But there's more. Freddie Pinklin. Secret Clinical gives.
And we're gonna go buck fool crazy. Everybody in the chat, shout out to everybody in the super chat going buck fool crazy, That is wild, man. That man said we're gonna go buck fool crazy. I just can't get that out of my head. Like he wanted to go buck fool crazy with a 13-year-old.
Justin was on the Diddy tapes and that Usher.
Shout out to Ray Kush, just hit that super chat, going buck fool crazy in the super chat. Pearls of Bible. Even Freddie P from making it a band. Freddie P and Freddie P's little Coolio twisties was exposing this shit.
Was the one who told Justin out.
So you feel like Justin Bieber is on the tapes?
I think it's Justin Bieber. I think Bieber hate the man. Bieber hate his guts. You can see it in Bieber's face. And I think Usher a sucker. Everybody be trying to praise Usher. Every time I see Usher, all I see is a fucking I don't even know how to say it. Fucking colorful person. Like a fucking demon, bro. Like
wow. Freddie P and Freddie P's twisties said that Usher's a demon. That Usher's literally a freak off demon. Every time he sees him, he just gets irritated. Because he knows what happened to Justin. He was in making of the band, guys. He had to survive Diddy Glover's dragon breath. So he know. You know what I mean? Why would he say that Usher was a demon before Justin Bieber even got to tell us that he was a demon?
Out.
So you feel like Justin Bieber is on the tapes?
I think it's Justin Bieber. I think Bieber hate the man. Bieber hate his guts. You can see it in Bieber's face. And I think Usher a sucker. Everybody be trying to praise Usher. Every time I see Usher, all I see is a fucking I don't even know how to say it. Fucking colorful person. Like a fucking demon, bro. Like I feel like they did it to him, and he's so scary, he allows stuff. He's not a demon, he allows stuff to happen because he's scary. He's scared of them. And you know how you got somebody, yo, money. Okay.
Wow, so he said that they did it to him, and Usher's just scary. So Usher's scared of these people. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree with Freddie P and Freddie P's twisties. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all disagree. He's saying Usher is actually scared. Now that's another level. See, I think also it's things that Usher done did, and he don't want that shit to come out too. You know what I'm saying? But they said Diddy will get you unalive. Look at all the people that done got unalive most seriously. So the things that Usher may know, they probably would try to unalive Usher though. Smash that like button. So I mean, that is something to be scared about.
He allows stuff. He's not a demon. He allows stuff to happen because he's scary. He's scared of them. And you know how you got somebody, yo, money. Okay. Justin, go Buffy, knowing he ain't got no good intentions for the man.
Even Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Dill, claimed that Usher knew more about Diddy than he was letting know.
Now y'all see that? Everybody smash that like button and shout out to Big Gene. This is Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard. Y'all know me and Gene cool. You know what I'm saying? These Gene Dill and Gene Dill's clip-on kneecaps. Y'all see these kneecaps? These are clip-on kneecaps. And for Gene Dill and Gene Dill's kneecaps to go out of their way to bring the truth to help the youth and the young people, we got to salute to Gene Dill's clip-on kneecaps. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gene Dill's kneecaps, guys. Listen to this.
Okay. Justin, go Buffy, knowing he ain't got no good intentions for the man.
Even Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Dill, claimed that Usher knew more about Diddy than he was letting on.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy, too, when he was younger.
And speaking of Gene Deal, he also claimed that there was some time that Diddy allegedly essayed Justin so bad that he had to take him to the ER.
It was one of those type of situations. And we'll probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to?
And how is Usher saying Diddy didn't do nothing when he allegedly put you in the hospital? But he did nothing? You don't know him for doing nothing? That's how you know Usher's lying. He's supposed to have pounded Usher out allegedly so bad that his tasty cakes had to get surgery. That his tasty cakes was pregnant. You know what I mean? He had a tubal pregnancy in his rear end, allegedly. Smash that like button, guys. This is crazy.
It was one of those type of situations. And we'll probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said.
Wow. Bleeding from the tasty cakes. Oh my God. Smash that like button. We got 1,400 people in the building, guys. Everybody double tap that screen. We need 1,000 likes in the building. Salute to all of y'all. Usher, you said nothing happened to you. And Gene Dill and Gene Dill's clip-on kneecaps said that you was bleeding through the tasty cakes. You ever get a donut that got the jelly in it? You had the donut tasty cakes. When you bite into it and the jelly starts spraying all over the place, Pills of Bible, this is how your tasty cakes was. Was a donut with the jelly inside of it. Usher, this is wild, guys. Jelly squirting out of Usher's tasty cakes, allegedly.
You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said.
So it seems like Usher might have been so desperate to get Diddy off of his back that he was willing to do anything, including, allegedly, helping Diddy find his replacement. And from what the streets are saying, Diddy used to be on Usher real bad. Do you remember that viral video when Diddy...
Damn, so Usher was looking for a replacement. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Justin Bieber was Usher's replacement to get Diddy Glover off his honey buns. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all disagree. Shout out to K-Cell said, Pure Survival. And K-Cell said, smash that like button. Hitting the super chat on top of that. Pure Survival. We are surviving here. You know what I'm saying? So Justin Bieber was Usher, was your replacement, sir.
Willing to do anything, including, allegedly, helping Diddy find his replacement. And from what the streets are saying, Diddy used to be on Usher real bad. Do you remember that viral video when Diddy hinted that he and Usher used to sleep in the same bed?
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, been like just now. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented.
Now you hear it when Diddy said that I used to wake up in bed with him when he was 10 years old and we fought over frosting flakes. Now, everybody in the chat, right? If you knew somebody since you was 13 years old, anybody, it could be your mother, it could be your brother, your sisters, your family members, for you to act like you never seen them do anything wrong, you's a goddamn liar. Pure Bible. I got motherfuckers in my family. Since I was 13 years old, Usher, I done did some shit that I shouldn't have. Pure Bible. And I repented for my sins, Usher. You need to repent for your sins of leaving Justin and putting him down to the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? You cannot act like you've never seen, you've been around him since you was 13 and you ain't seen Diddy do nothing. We done heard the rumors of everything that happened with Diddy Glover and the things we know about Diddy. Diddy throwing freak-off vases at Cassie's noggin. Diddy Glover got all types of sex workers peeing on her like a water fountain, like a freak-off piss fountain. And you didn't see him do nothing since you was 13. You's a goddamn lie. Usher! You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's coming out on this motherfucking documentary. K-Souls hit that super chat again, Pure Survival, and said that's some weird shit. K-Cell said that that's some weird shit, Usher. Do you see that? Everybody feels like it's weird for you to know somebody since you were that young. And you claim you ain't see him do nothing ever. And he was trying to get you to go to the club when you 13 years old. You ever call a 13-year-old and be like, yo, you want to go to the club tonight? Look, fuck that video game. Come on, forget the toys. Come on, we going out, man. Come on, the bitches is out. Put your pamper on and let's go to the club. You said that you still be having nightmares of Diddy Glover. You know what I'm talking about? Diddy Cougar. Diddy Cougar. Fuck Freddy Cougar, this Diddy Cougar. And you ain't seen him do nothing, Usher? Come on, man.
I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes, you know what I'm saying, before Paws was invented.
Or the time he said this.
You think nobody else beats you, you take that tower, boy. I see you. Blind ass motherfucker doing baby. Fuck you in the kitchen. Eating all my cereal. Man, you doing babies in a pink suit.
And you heard Diddy right there? Usher had an Easter pink suit on, and he had a concert in Vegas with the Easter freak off pink, and Diddy's hovering over him with that vampire breath, that dingling breath, still yelling about the cereal as y'all grown adults. He's still mad over the damn cereal, Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy can't even let the boy go to a concert without hovering behind him, talk about, you got the cereal. This is comedy. Shut up, haters. Shout out to K-Cell. Yes, K-Cell, tell them haters to sit down somewhere. If y'all see any haters in the chat, please put some garlic in the chat and put the lizard tongue. So, because Diddy probably been licking inside of their tasty cakes, so they want Diddy's lizard tongue. The people in here trying to defend Diddy Glover, give them the lizard emoji, because they want Diddy's lizard tongue up their tasty cakes.
Or the time he said this.
You think nobody else beats you, you take that tower, boy. I see you. Blind ass motherfucker doing baby. Fuck you in the kitchen. Eating all my cereal. Man, you doing babies in a pink suit.
But while a lot of things might feel bad for Usher, because he was also a 50 Cent does not feel bad for him. In one interview with Jimmy Kimmel, Diddy warned Justin not to speak of what happened between them.
Lamborghini.
Oh, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, when is that coming, that Lamborghini?
I had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than me talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
So what was Diddy talking about right there, Usher? When Diddy Glover said Justin Bieber knows better to not be speaking publicly on national TV about what he does with Big Brother Freak Off Puff. What is the secret that he's a little boy, he can't speak on national TV? He got to sit there scared. Look how scared Justin Bieber was. Praise the Bible. He still had his back at the time, but he looked scared sitting in that daggone seat next to Diddy Glover. He looked scared, like he holding on tight like a motherfucker to that shit. And Diddy made it clear that he wasn't allowed to speak on national TV. You know what I mean? And the Illuminati, this was normal. Where we watching this shit on TV and none of us saw something wrong with this at that time because we wasn't paying attention to it. Now when you look at it, it looks horrifying. Look how scared he looked. You know when you scared and you still got to have a smile on your face? That's the worst scary joint. When you like, you want a motherfucking roller coaster, you scared, but you try to smile. This is scared right there, Usher. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, guys, if y'all agree with what I'm saying. If y'all agree with what I'm saying, why would this man tell his boy that he can't say what he want on TV? You know what I'm saying? Haters, y'all not here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Right, K-Cells? They're not here for no reason during survival. And they don't understand that the hate, it just makes us blossom even more. These are freak off vampires that are sent from the industry to come into my chat. And I don't even see them. I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. They're vampires.
Lamborghini for a day or two, and he got access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
He said everything ain't for everybody. Yes, please put the garlic in the chat for the vampires, the freak off hating vampires is in the chat. Please, garlic. We got to put the garlics in there. And if they're talking real crazy, put some nuts in their mouth. Pure Bible. Don't put the wiener. Just put some nuts in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because they're missing the nuts. You know what I mean? But did you hear this? Diddy said everything ain't for everybody after he told Justin Bieber to not be talking on national TV. Everything ain't for everybody? What is he talking about?
Does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Everything ain't for everybody.
According to people in the know, the documentary is supposedly going to talk about how Justin started using substances to cope with the trauma of what was done to him.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape from
it. And it looks like when Justin...
Y'all heard him? It was an escape for him. He was doing all of these drugs all in one shot. Popping Molly, sipping lean, snorting that Christina Aguilera, the pink powder, all of these drugs and substance to get out of his mind. Look how Justin holding his head right here. You ever be stressed out to the point that you're holding your head and it looks like the Eminem Stan cover? This shit look like Stan right now. Please don't go home wondering why. 'Cause I done had it all. This is stress, frustration, anxiety, depression, mixed all in one. We got to give it to 50 Cent for coming out with this docuseries because Justin Bieber is going to talk about why he was doing drugs, why he was not just getting his back blowed out and betrayed. He's going to talk about why he went to drugs and alcohol and all that shit. Nuts and garlics, what a combination. K-Cell says the nuts and the garlic is a great combination for the haters. The nuts and the garlic is a wonderful combination for the haters. This is crazy, guys. Smash that like button. Double tap that like, man. We need 300 more likes. You know what I'm saying?
I was popping pills. I was doing Molly. Shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape from it.
And it looks like when Justin was opening up about his struggles, you want to know what Usher had to say? In an interview, Usher said, success comes with the price. Every person that has grown up goes through something. So yeah.
Wow, so Usher said that success comes with a price Everybody has to go through it. That's what Usher said about Justin Bieber speaking about, going through what he was going through. So he accepted it, saying, look, this is what it is. We all got to go through it. We all got to be sacrificed. We all have to get our backs blowed out. You know what I mean? Where we're sitting here in our whole frame is just sitting in the corner, pure survival. You know what I mean? That's crazy that he said that. Listen what Usher said.
About his struggles, you want to know what Usher had to say? In an interview, Usher said, success comes with the price. Every person that has grown up goes through something. So yeah, it doesn't look like Usher feels any sort of remorse. And the fact that he had the audacity to get in Justin's face because Justin chose to protect his peace, yeah, he probably doesn't feel any remorse. But y'all know how the blind item said that the documentary was going to ruin Usher, right? Well, it turned out that Justin Bieber's situation is not the only thing that 50 has planned. Allegedly, he has extensive plans to expose Usher as a selfish, self-centered person who doesn't care about others. And one of the ways that 50 plans to do this is by doing a deep dive into Usher's messy history of spread.
Damn. So 50 Cent is going to do a deep dive in the Usher's freak off history inside of this docu-series. He's going to do a deep dive. This is going to crush him. So he's going to have Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber's mom, and other alleged victims that's going against Usher on this docu-series. That's going to be crazy. Even Usher's alleged herpes victims, his alleged herpes survivors are going to be speaking on this. Usher, you should have just kept your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? K Cells hit that super chat again and said, lesson of the day, never turn your cheeks. Yes, K Cells telling y'all the truth. Never turn your cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You never know if one of these vampires try to hug you from the back. Because once they hug you from the back, you can become a freak off vampire just from the hug from the back and the wiener print pressed up on your cakes. They don't have to bite your neck and suck your blood, just from a hug from the back. So yes, don't turn your back, let your cheeks out there, because if they hug you from the back, it's over.
Extensive plans to expose Usher as a selfish, self-centered person who doesn't care about others. And one of the ways that he plans to do this is by doing a deep dive into Usher's messy history of spreading herpes. Now, it's known that Usher has herpes because he has been sued multiple times for carelessly exposing some intimate partners to herpes without using protection or...
And do y'all remember this? Usher accused of sexual battery and fraud in lawsuit over herpes claims. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember these lawsuits when Usher kept getting lawsuit after lawsuit back to back for these alleged herpes allegations and these alleged herpes outbreaks. You know what I mean? They didn't have Valtrex back then. Y'all know how y'all got the Valtrex commercials? You know how when you used to see the herpes commercials and motherfuckers be looking happy? I used to be like, why the fuck motherfuckers is looking so happy in these herpes commercials? Wow. You see the motherfuckers walking on the beach and shit. Yeah, we got Valtrex. And we just, our relationship just had grew so much once we got these Valtrex. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, why don't you push this girl in the goddamn ocean? If she gave it to you. They make you look so happy to have the shit on them commercials. But put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Diddy allegedly gave Usher the herpes, because that's what we heard, and then that's why he said let it burn. Let it burn for Christ's sakes. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if 50 Cent put all of this in this documentary, Usher, this is gonna be real bad.
Now, it's known that Usher has herpes because he has been sued multiple times for carelessly exposing some intimate partners to herpes without using protection or revealing to them that he had the virus. So Laura Helm, one of the accusers, sued Usher for $20 million, claiming he exposed her to the virus during an intimate encounter. At first,
oh damn! If he had that girl speak, K Cells tearing that super chat up. Pure the Bible said that's when he wrote the song "Let It Burn." Listen, K Cells, they need to let me and you both go on the Diddy documentary, so we can be the people we talk and we just expose this shit.
Virus. So Laura Helm, one of the
look. So 50 Cent probably going to have her on a docu-series. She sued Usher for $30 million. You know what I mean? So if they silenced her or she got an NDA, like I don't know what happened after she sued him for all that money. You know what I mean?
Accusers sued Usher for $20 million, claiming he exposed her to the virus during an intimate encounter. At first, she sued for $10 million, but after she tested positive for the virus, she increased her demand to $20 million, asking for punitive damages. She was really serious about suing, and the case was blowing up into a scandal that was making Usher look terrible. But the next thing we knew, Laura randomly decided to drop the case without giving a reason for it. And this
Oh wow. So the girl randomly dropped the case with Usher with the alleged herpes allegation. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that they came to agreement and Usher and them paid her off. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think that that girl got paid off. They said she didn't give no reason at all. And y'all know that that's what they do. They pay them that money. So you look, you better shut up, be quiet. And you know she probably spent that money by now. And 50 Cent will come. Look, I can give you some updated money. I'm down for it. K-So said, look, it's down. We coming, we getting on the docu-series. 50 Cent, if you're watching this shit, Pure Survival, it's 2 surprise guests. So the girl dropped this shit. Oh yeah, they paid her off. They paid her off. That's what they do. They pay people for silence.
It's about suing, and the case was blowing up into a scandal that was making Usher look terrible. But the next thing we knew, Laura randomly decided to drop the case without giving a reason for it, and this led people to believe that she had been paid off. But wait, there's even more. Then 2 more women stepped up in the lawsuits, claiming that Usher irresponsibly exposed them to herpes without telling them. And they claim that they could have couldn't have given informed consent because they didn't know the full story. One accuser remained anonymous, testing positive for herpes, while Quintasia Sharpton, the other woman, didn't test positive but was understandably upset. Quintasia claimed that she had hooked up with Usher just after her 19th birthday.
Oh damn! So it's 2 other alleged herpes victims. It say from 2012. From 2012. So if Diddy Glover had smashed Usher, you know what I'm saying, and gave him that banana loving, and then allegedly gave him that disease, and he gave it to them, that's wild. That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like if he just don't, man, shout out to Justin Bieber for having the courage, man, to stand up. You know, if Usher's still in love with Diddy Glover's freak off banana, Justin Bieber, justice is coming. It's coming.
Herpes, while Quintasia Sharpton, the other woman, didn't test positive but was understandably upset. Quintasia claimed that she'd hooked up with Usher just after her 19th birthday. And then there's another Jane Doe who anonymously sued Usher, but he was smart enough to pay a quick settlement of $1.1 million before the lawsuit led to another scandal.
Oh, so he paid $1.1 million to one of the victims. So he paid one of them off for sure, publicly. Damn. Oh, this document, 50 Cent is going to tear him up.
And then there's another Jane Doe who anonymously sued Usher, but he was smart enough to pay a quick settlement of $1.1 million before the lawsuit led to another scandal. So yeah, all this stuff seems pretty consistent with 50 Cent's claims about Usher being a narcissist who only cares about himself. And if this Diddy documentary is anything to go by, then you already know the next one would surely be insanely explosive. So yeah, this isn't just another industry fallout that blows over in a weekend, because if even half of what's being whispered makes it to that documentary, this could completely rewrite how people look at Usher, Justin Bieber, and the entire circle around them. Because at this point, it's not just about who fell out with who, it's about what really happened behind closed doors, who knew and who stayed quiet.
Wow.
And the fact that Justin Bieber is finally being...
So it's going to be about who knew, who stayed quiet, all behind closed doors. 50 Cent is I'm sorry, he's a genius. You know what I'm saying? For doing this docu-series. You know what I mean? And then doing it, so he got the Jay-Z docu-series, Surviving T.I. and Tiny docu-series. Now you got the Justin Bieber, Diddy, and Usher docu-series. This is going to be wow. Because Usher, how could you act like you didn't know Diddy was doing anything? You know what I'm saying? Diddy literally had a freak off fest on stage with Jay-Z and Jay-Z's freak off hairstyle. Look how Diddy just palmed Jay-Z's ass, like with no problem.
Man, somebody come take a look at this. Somebody come take a look at
50
Diddy.
Cent right there.
Diddy just is a fruit pop. Diddy just always doing.
Look at that. 50 Cent is right on stage seeing Diddy playing with Jay-Z's Tasty Cakes right there, live on stage. So 50 seen him in action so many times. And you telling me, Usher, you never seen Diddy's sexual deviant behavior? You know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. Remember that. Shout out to Quesos, man. Been holding it down in the super chat. Pure to Bible. And spitting facts. Every super chat, the man drops facts. Birds of a feather flock to freak off together. Look at that. Usher never seen this behavior. So look, if you know Diddy walked up and just started playing, with Jay-Z's Tasty Cakes, you know he would walk up and just start playing with Usher's Tasty Cakes, pure survival. If he could go up and palm Jay-Z's motherfucker rear end, so you know he was doing that to Usher. Like, how can you act like when we got video footage? You know what I'm saying? And it smelled like poop in the air. That's why T.I.'s face looked like that. He had to tighten up his motherfucking cheeks because it smelled like poop with Diddy smacking Jay-Z in the Tasty Cakes like that. And 50 Cent was on stage when this happened, Usher.
Stuff like this. Diddy just. There's so many clips of Diddy out here just being that. It's just wild. Man, somebody come take a look at this. Somebody come take a look at Diddy. Diddy just is a fruit pop. Diddy just always doing stuff like this. Diddy just. There's so many clips of Diddy out here just being that. It's just wild.
So many clips out here when Diddy's doing this sexual deviant behavior. You know what I mean? Jay-Z needs to be addressed formally. Oh yes, you know Jay-Z is next too. Like he's not out of this. He come out and try to do an interview and try to paint a whole different narrative. They're all trying to clean this stuff up. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nene for hitting that super chat again, spitting facts, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all running and ducking and trying to hide. You know what I mean? Even Orlando Brown was speaking about this. And you know he got the Oshkosh Goulash Diggity Diggity Doomage. You know what I mean? It's all one big ass jerk with these people. Facts, K-Cells. It's actually sad. And then they get mad at me for calling these people out. You know what I mean? Like,
I have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And this has been a major market. A major market.
This one is blowing my mind.
you heard what he said, Orlando Brown, that about this island and them doing shit to these children?
So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And this has been a major market. A major market.
This one is blowing my mind. Justin Bieber and Usher reportedly got into a fight at an Oscars after party. Multiple people told TMZ that this fight turned into a physical fist fight.
With so many Epstein Files connections to Justin Bieber's Yummy video. First, let's talk about how he promoted this song by using a bunch of pictures of babies with the hashtag Yummy, and also wrote Yummy and pizza.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me. And
we are finally seeing the Diddy fallout among celebs. Usher and Justin Bieber just got into a heated fight where Usher almost ended Justin, and Orlando Brown is jumping with his take and exposing the real reason Usher is panicking right now. See, Orlando has been trying to warn us about what...
And we know that this boy's been crashing out telling us about these sick demons for the longest. He was a young Nickelodeon child star turned drug addict and everything else, you know what I'm saying, behind these sick demonic entities. You know what I'm saying? He's been telling us. And people were saying he was crazy.
happened to people like him and Justin for years. But every time he opened his mouth, people laughed and called him crazy. But now, Diddy is in federal prison. Those files are out, and almost everything Orlando said turned out to be true. Orlando told us Diddy was going after young men long before all those allegations appeared in mainstream media. And he also warned us that it was not just Diddy, but the whole industry. The private parties, islands, dark symbols in music and TV. Orlando has been speaking of
And he's been talking about them islands and shit. I used to think he was crazy too. I don't like pizza anymore. These sick, right? We can't even eat pizza no more. Knowing that the kids allegedly was being ate like pizza around these people. Smash that like button, guys. Double tap that screen. We need 300 more likes. 300 more people go doop, doop, doop. Yeah, this is crazy.
all that stuff forever. And now finally, people are paying attention.
The eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes. And they do this so you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of they're shipping and tracking.
Wow, see, he said that they were shipping and trafficking children. This is what That's So Raven Orlando Brown was saying back then. I can admit and contest to it. I thought the boy was crazy too, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Everything he's been saying is true. Yes, seeker of the truth. And I thought that he was lying. Like real rap. Smash that like button. It's pure exposure and survival. Shout out K-Cells. Giving it the real, man. Smash that like button. This is crazy. Y'all hear the stuff Orlando Brown saying, though? It's like, back then I was like, I don't know what that boy talking about. Then I found out, yo, that shit is true.
In between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of they're shipping and tracking, and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is. These are actually adults. Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing.
So when someone like Orlando starts talking about what happened between Usher and Justin Bieber at the Oscars, you need to listen carefully. Orlando apparently believes this wasn't just a fight. It was intimidation and a warning to Justin to keep his mouth shut. You see, after the main Oscars show was over on Sunday, March 15th, a select group of celebs headed to Beyonce and Jay-Z's private gold party at the Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood. And according to TMZ, later that night, Usher approached Bieber with energy and anger and witnessed.
And don't y'all think that it's very mysterious that the fight took place at a Jay-Z and Beyonce freak-off after party? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a coincidence that it went down there. This is crazy. I can tell you about Kat. I was with, A-listers. Shout out to you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Naima Bay. Shout out to you. So she was even around Cat Williams and them. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, we're not stupid. We got people in here that's been around the A-listers and stuff like that. She know what the hell they did last summer. We putting it out there, guys. Smash that like button. Yes, we need 300 more likes. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Mitch. Mitchell Filter just hit that super chat. Pierce a Bible. Mitch just upped the score. Shout out to Mitch. You know what I'm talking about? We not playing it here. Like, this is real rap.
Beyonce and Jay-Z's private gold party at the Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood. And according to TMZ, later that night, Usher approached Bieber with energy and anger, and witnesses claimed it turned into an actual fistfight.
Justin Bieber and Usher, who used to be very close, really got into it. There are people who are telling us that they're hearing that there was actually a fist fight between the two.
And then people try to downplay that. An actual fist fight? Come on, you know it had to been something very serious that Usher done did to Justin Bieber for it to take place like that. Orlando Smart, he playing role, exposing all at once. Facts, K-Cells. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, soon as I heard about it, they try to make it like, yeah, they didn't really fight. No, it was a major fight. A lot of anger and a lot of aggression. If somebody blunked my back out and I don't go that way, you know, and somebody forced themselves on me like that, man, I would be in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I would spend the rest of my life in there. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine that anger, somebody just do that to you. Shout out to the LBG community. We're not against nobody. We're against people forcing themselves on somebody. You could be straight and force yourself on somebody, and I feel like you're a demon. You were sent from the demons above, not the heavens above, but from the demons above. You know what I'm saying? No, the demons down under, down below.
Close, really got into it. There are people who are telling us that they're hearing that there was actually a fist fight between the two.
And this was at one of the Oscars after parties, the one that was thrown by Jay-Z and Beyonce.
At the Chateau Marmont.
At Chateau Marmont. And yeah, I mean, look, we've been hearing that there was some tension between Usher and Bieber. Now, here's what's interesting. Sources told TMZ that Bieber has been making an effort to erase everyone in his past. He unfollowed Usher on Instagram earlier in 2025. He cut ties with his former manager, Scooter Braun.
And this dude, too. This is definitely one of the top demons in the Justin Bieber situation. Pure survival. I hope that Justin Bieber superly exposed Scooter Braun. This the man who signed Justin Bieber from the beginning and gave Justin to Usher, and then knew all of this stuff was going on. And he's still making money off Justin Bieber and won't turn over Justin Bieber's rights. Usher's making money allegedly off Justin Bieber right now, and this man. And Diddy's probably still getting some stuff off of Justin Bieber. It is horrible. You know what I'm saying? LBG community, cool. Don't force yourself fruitness on others. Facts, K-Cell, pure survival. K-Cell said you can be into your fruit cocktails. We don't have nothing against nobody. But you can't force your pineapples, your motherfucking any of the fruit, the Skittles, any of the rainbows. You know what I'm saying? On anyone. It's not right. It's not right to force yourself. Smash that like button, everybody. Double tap that screen. But this is the man, the top guy that passed him down. He wouldn't have never even went through Usher if it wasn't for this guy, and went to Diddy Glover if it wasn't for this guy. You know what I'm saying?
And distanced himself from pretty much everyone who was around him during his peak. And when it comes to Usher specifically, according to the Daily Mail, the rift between him and Justin deepened as some of Usher's industry connections to Diddy came under scrutiny. Back in October 2024, right after Diddy got arrested, sources said Bieber was completely disgusted by the allegations and that his association with Diddy was in his past, and that's where he wants to leave it. And here's the crucial detail. Usher is the one who connected Justin to Diddy in the first place. So when Usher corners Bieber at the biggest party of the year, what exactly was he saying? What was he trying to do? Well, according to Orlando Brown, it was a warning. See, Orlando has talked about this before, how in this industry, victims often turn to accomplices or perpetrators. It's a vicious cycle, and the system is that way by design, to keep young artists trapped, blackmailed, and terrified to speak out. Orlando even got emotional.
So it's designed to keep you trapped and to have stuff over your head. This is why they get videos of you doing nasty, disgusting things and get you all high and drunk. You know what I'm saying? Get a train ran on you and then show you the tape. Look, if you ever tell anybody, I'm gonna show this tape with Magic Johnson's son. You know, you pounding out Magic Johnson's son and Little Nas X. I got a tape with all three of y'all, Magic Johnson's son, Little Nas X, and you. And y'all going to Pound Town. I'll put this tape out. So they get stuff like that And then, you know what I mean? Look, Orlando Brown's head turned green, like out of nowhere. He done turned into the leprechaun in the hood, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy it is. When you turn into leprechaun in the hood, smash that like button, man.
To accomplices or perpetrators. It's a vicious cycle, and the system is that way by design, to keep young artists trapped, blackmailed, and terrified to speak out. Orlando even got emotional talking about this, and he warned young people to stay away from the entertainment industry, because the things that happen behind the scenes are so much darker than most of us can imagine.
What's something that you can say to the kid that's like right now in the hood, wants to be an actor, you know what I mean, wants to pursue that goal, but really don't know how to get started?
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Nah, you don't want to be no actor. You don't want to be no singer. You want to be an astronaut. You want to be a scientist. You want to be a doctor. You want to be a lawyer. You don't want.
He's telling the young people that you don't even want to be in the industry. You better off becoming an astronaut, pure survival. Don't you think that that is insane? Like, he done grew up in the Hollywood, in the Nickelodeon world and all this type of shit. And his advice to young artists, don't even get involved in it. That's how you know that these people was doing stuff to these young kids. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want to tell somebody, oh yeah, man, you want to get in it, or you gonna love it? No, no, you don't want to do it. And you remember Justin Bieber broke down crying when he that girl was getting in the industry, and he was like, I don't want what happened to her to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's that bad to where they telling you you'd rather do something else. You know what I mean? JP, this was all bound to come to light. Facts, K-Cells. Fact. It was bound to come out. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the stuff that we don't know, that Justin actually really do know, that they want to say when this documentary, I think it's going to really go. Because it's stuff that 50 Cent put in the documentary with Diddy that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know Biggie had to pay for his own funeral. You see what I'm saying? So imagine whatever Justin and them say and they put in this documentary that's going to have you like, what? So Diddy smashed Patty. Justin Bieber mom got bento. She was in the freak offs too? Now, I'm not saying she was, but imagine if they say that. Any type of crazy thing. Smash that like button, guys. We need 200 more likes. Everybody in the building, smash that like button. We need 200 more likes. We could do it. There is a breaking point of people manipulate. Yes, facts, man. Like, once you done had enough, I can't take it no more. You dig me? We almost got $100 in a super chat, guys. You're like, shout out to y'all, man. Just showing love. K-Cells, you just been, on fire during survival. A matter of fact, I'm gonna go out and get some garlic. With the super chats, that's gonna be for the garlic and more candles so we can survive. Like, this garlic candle, it kind of ran out from during survival. But with all the donations, guys, I'm just going to go get more garlic, more things to where we can survive. You know what I'm saying? With what's going on. Was it during survival? Yes, Dicker, it was during survival. No Diddy Glover, Dickerson or Dicker. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy Glover, but it was during survival. You know what I'm saying? This is just wild, man. Smash that like button.
A scientist. You want to be a doctor. You want to be a lawyer. You don't want to be no actor. You don't want to be no singer. You don't want to do nothing in entertainment. Focus on things that are natural and that are from God. God-given things that you can do if you just apply your mind.
You're like tearing up while you're saying that, man. Like, it's real. It's real.
I don't want him hurt. Yeah.
And when he was asked about people accusing him of speaking in codes, Orlando fired back, saying it's not code. He's literally telling you what happens in the industry.
He's talking in code. No, I said I'm not giving my asshole up. That's not a code.
Wow. He said, I said I'm not giving my tasty cakes up. That's not a code. Much love, my brother. I'm here with you. Shout out to K Soul. Pure Survival. Took it to another level. We all the way up like Fat Joe in the super chat. We got $72 in there. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? This boy said, I'm not giving up my tasty cakes. That's not a code. It's not a code. I no longer want to be bent over. I let my talent get me to the next level. Why do I got to be sleeping with these people? This is sick. Smash that like button, guys.
Back, saying it's not code. He's literally telling you what happens in the industry.
He's talking to code. No, I said I'm not giving my asshole up. That's not a code. Ain't no code to that. I'm not bending over even no couches. Y'all niggas running up my asshole. Ain't no studio for me to go get ripped and be looking like somebody's funny. Get the out of here, nigga. None of that shit. And since I can get on and identify who the is getting, that's the problem. Stop getting period. This shit hurt. Yeah.
Now, circling back to Justin Bieber and Usher, it appears both of them were victims of those same things Orlando Brown has been warning about. In 1994, when Usher was just 14, his manager LA Reed sent him to live with Diddy in New York for a year. Reed called it Puffy Flavor Camp, and all you need to know about this place is that when Usher was asked if he would ever send his own kids to live with Diddy, he immediately said, hell no.
And that already sounds freaky right there. Why would he call a place for children Puffy's Flavor Camp? Puffy's Flavor Camp. That just, I don't know. It just sounds sneaky. And you know, smash that like button, guys. We need 200 more likes. Puffy Flavor Camp. I believe they transitioned by Blue Ivy. This is why Jay-Z got 9 lives. Yes, diabolical. Hello. Where's Russell Simmons? Yeah, he coming too. I hope 50 Cent put Russell in Russell's yoga pants inside of this docu-series. The world stage continues to present its true self. Facts, K-Cell. You know what I'm saying? Michael Felder just hit that super chat again. God damn it, Pure Survival. There will be gatekeepers, folks that will block you. Facts. Although we're talking about kids who are their handlers, they're accountable as well. Yes, all the handlers, all the people that was doing wrongdoing that knew about this, the parents. I hope that 50 Cent puts all of that in this docu-series. All of that. Shout out Peaches in the building during survival. All the parents need to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that played a part. That's why I'm like, it can't just be Diddy Glover. It's way more that should have been going down. You know what I'm saying? And need to go down. Smash that like button, guys.
Called it Puffy Flavor Camp, and all you need to know about this place is that when Usher was asked if he would ever send his own kids to live with Diddy, he immediately said, hell no.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher saw things he still won't fully describe, and he admits he would never let his own children anywhere near that situation. So that means he knew. He knew exactly what Diddy was about. Now fast forward to October 2008. Usher calls LA Reed and says he has something he wants to bring him. He shows up at Reed's office with a 14-year-old Justin Bieber. Reed wrote about this in his memoir and said Usher brought Bieber to him as a gift. Those are the exact words. And Reed went on to say something even creepier, describing Bieber as a beautiful woman. Reed wrote in his memoir how his first...
Look, Secret of the Truth just put some nuts in somebody's mouth. Pure Survival. Shout out Secret of the Truth. Whoever, what she say, John... put some nuts in John's mouth, guys. John Minador, whatever his name is, Brother Bible. He deserved nuts. If Secret of Truth said that he needs some nuts in his mouth, put some nuts in his mouth. Brother Bible. And I know he done said something where he deserves some nuts. He wants some balls to dangle all on his chin. Put the nuts in his mouth and let some of the balls drag on his chin. Peels them out. Shoots mayo all in his fucking eyes. He deserve it.
To him as a gift. Those are the exact words. And Reed went on to say something even creepier, describing Bieber as a beautiful woman. Reed wrote in his memoir how his first thought when he saw Bieber was that this kid was beautiful, like a woman can be beautiful and men rarely are, and he turned it on as soon as he stepped into the room. Justin was simply beautiful, Reed wrote. His superpower was his face. Reed signed Bieber immediately, and then, within months, Justin was handed over to Diddy to spend 48 hours with him. Usher, who already went through Puffy Flavor Camp, knew exactly what that meant, and he did nothing.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the time of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose. It's definitely.
And look at how, is it just me or does it look like Diddy Glover has Justin Bieber in an inappropriate freak-off headlock? Put a 1 in the chat if this looked like some kind of headlock where he already got that, look, you better shut up. You better not ever say nothing out your mouth. Pills about. Like, I feel like it's a little aggressive. Like, it's a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He kept the headlock on that boy. Kim Kardashian, she's a sicko too. Pure survival. I feel like that whole Kardashian family are demons. They all sleep upside down. Cause she took him out somewhere and did some real freaky deaky shit with him when he was like 3-4 years old. Showing her little breasts and all this nasty shit she was doing with Justin Bieber. We know she was a part of it too. I'm telling you, these industry people are sick. And here it is, Diddy strangling him with his look at it. Anytime you bite your lip, that's when you know you got somebody in a good headlock. Like, why he had to bite his lip for? If he wasn't holding him real strong like that. You know what I mean? That's one of them joints, you fighting somebody, you got him in head like, you're like, fuck him. I took him. That was a very violent chokehold. That's a freak-off chokehold right there. That's a freak-off chokehold. Smash that like button, guys. Creepy-ish, right?
Lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose. It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given, you know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah, we're gonna go full crazy.
New York City.
And we're gonna go buck crazy. Man, shout out to everybody, guys. Like, this is just insane, man. And 50 Cent, like, I'm waiting for this documentary. Like, I really salute to you, because 50 is just exposing everybody and exposing things that, you know, that we want to know and things that we need to know. And that's why when everybody was getting mad, oh, 50 Cent a snitch. How am I a snitch when I'm doing the right thing? That's like if I see an old lady getting her pocketbook taken, like, I'm a snitch. Like, if I call the police on you, but see me, if I see you doing something like that, I'm just going, you know, you never know. Just like, all right, that's when the comedy out the window. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to come save her. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm going to do. So it ain't going to be no police calling. You may need the police after that if I see you do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is not no cop stuff. This is about getting justice. You know what I'm saying? It's about getting justice.
Usher, you a straight punk. You say you got nothing bad to say about Diddy? Let me remind everybody what he did to your ass. When you was 13 years old, the face sent you to live in his New York crib, running around with him to all them sick, grimy-ass parties. You know damn well what Diddy did to your ass. Yeah. He used my boo to blow you up to the top, but then he turned around and slashed your album cut from 30% down to a sad-ass 15%, forced you to sign them bullshit split agreements. Then when you try to start your own label, he wouldn't even spot you $5,000 to keep shit afloat. You even complained about it in the interviews. He wearing Versace but won't help you, and you just forgot all that now? Then you got the nerve to drag the black community into this? We don't co-sign Diddy like you do. Think about all them pain victims. How many people live in hell on earth because of him? The evidence right there, bloody and raw. How the fuck you got the audacity to call him a good man?
How do you got the audacity to call him a good man? That is crazy, Usher. Like, for years, we have been defending you. You know what I mean? For years, we've been really, really feeling sorry for Usher and Justin Bieber. Haven't we, guys? Things that we seen, the things that we knew, we've been feeling bad for him. So for him to come out all these years and still try to defend this man is definitely a Will Smith Oscar slap to the face. Definitely. That's why I'm glad Justin got the courage. Justin know that we're not stupid. That he's been crashing out on these paparazzis and looking all high and drugged out of his mind. We knew something was going on with Justin. Just like we know shit that was happening with you. But the fact that you don't, because the people are going to support you if we know you're doing the right thing. But if we see that you're still under Diddy Glover's nutsack, if you're the sweat still under Diddy's balls, we're not helping you out, sir. Pure survival. Look, Usher don't care. Yup. You know what I'm saying? They blocked my last super chat. They blocked your last super chat. What? Pure survival? You mean to tell me the damn thing is blocking the super chats? See, you see this? This is the demonic Hollywood stuff. Now, you see what K-Cells just said? His super chat got blocked. Guys, so now they're blocking my super chats. See? Usher probably contacted the people, the higher uppers, and blocking my super chats now. This is the stuff they got. They can blackball you. See? Like, I'm telling y'all too much. Now they're stopping my supporters. This is crazy, guys. See, now I'm going to have to get off right now. I'm going to have to get off because now it's like they might start trying to do all kinds of shit right now. Look, they pulling people out. Justin just called me. He say, thank goodness, Jamil. Shout out to Guy. Okay, so they still letting some super chats come, but they stopped him in particular because they feel like, oh, wow, he's showing too much support. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing through these demons. That's the last thing they want, guys. I'm telling you, like, you think that they want us to know this stuff? They didn't want me to know all of this stuff that was going on. All these people in power doing horrible things, not even just in the music and the acting and that type of business, even in the other power business. That's why I don't speak too much about them because they can automatically silence me from the gate. That's why I don't talk about them. When they be like, well, why you don't talk about these people? Because they will silence me. Tell the Bible. Y'all gonna be wondering where the hell I'm at. Like it's just hard dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? Why you think they want to stop all the people with big voices? Because the world now, we can talk directly to y'all. They used to be living in secrecy. That whole secret society, social media broke the secret society stuff. We thought everything was peaches and cream. You know what I mean? Now we all look at these celebrities and look at people totally different because we're not allowing these people to lie to us anymore, to give us a fake narrative. No, we know that that shit is very dark. We know that there are children allegedly being unalive and ate and trafficked and all of that. Why would we want to support something like that anymore? Knowing that this stuff really exists. And when we heard people saying it before, it was like, we didn't know. We was like, yeah, maybe they don't know what they're talking about. No, them people was telling the truth. And now our eyes are open. Smash that like button. The effing children. You know what I'm saying? Look, they talking about boycotting you, Usher, because you don't want to step up and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? The concerts are rituals. Even the ritual concerts. This channel is a movement. Purple Flowers. Shout out to Purple Flowers. It's a damn movement. You know what I'm saying? Justin's effed up in the head. Yeah, he is, because these people screwed him up. They screwed him up. When people want to become famous, they get caught up in a dream and not know, damn, what they must do to make a lot of money. Facts. That's crazy. I mean, yo, Jamil, it's Ryan. Remember me and you was talking about this same shit 20 years ago in prison, pure survival? Damn, shout out to Ryan. I'm trying to look. Ryan's 20 years ago. So if Ryan said we was talking about this 20 years ago, then that's somebody that was actually locked up with me 20 years ago. You know, that had to be Clinton County. You know, like if the time frame wasn't right, what he just said 20 years ago, like in 20 years ago, I was locked up when I was 24, 25 years old. But it was Clinton County. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ryan. This test, send it here. They F with me. K-Cells, yes, they let the super chat come through, K-Cells. Press our Bible. We can't stop and we won't stop, K-Cells. K-Cells said, I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. You know what I'm talking about? We almost hit $100 in the super chat, man. Shout out to all the super chat people. We got $91. Y'all carried it today. And most importantly, y'all was speaking the truth. It's not about the super chats. It could be $1. But it's about what you say in the super chat. And everybody that hit that super chat said some real shit in that super chat. Pure survival. That was upsetting the industry. And upsetting the little haters coming in, the little demonic haters. We had all the garlic, all the nuts that we done placed inside of their motherfucking mouths. Pure survival. That's how you hold it down. You know what I mean? Shout out my baby said facts. You know what I'm saying? We was holding it down. Every super chat, they all said some real shit and was speaking facts. That's what I like in the super chat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's highlighted. Everybody could see what you're saying. Like, we see how people talking now is going fast. Look how K-Cell shit just lit up. Here's a Bible. I've been doing a lot of donating to a lot of channels. See, that's what I'm talking about. K-Cells literally supports a lot of different people during survival. Straight up, during survival, that's a real one. That's a real one. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Listen, John, I know, John, I'm going crazy, and I know them people, you know what I mean? The Illuminati people, they, you know, I said too much. But it's cool, John, because I'm not going to let them take my tasty cakes. I'm not going to let them unravel my tasty cakes and glaze my donut. No, there is not happening. But I am going to let the world know, yes, they glazed donuts on that motherfucking couch, that casting couch. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z is a warlock. Shout out to Eye Focus, Pure Survival. He said Jay-Z is a freak-off warlock. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, we got $98, man. Salute to everybody. We done hit that motherfucker. And look what he just said. Eye just said Jay-Z is a warlock. Oh my God. K-Cells, we just did it. YouTube don't like me. K-Cells says, look, YouTube don't like me. They see him all around showing love and support. They're like, who the hell is this K-Cells motherfucker? He knows some shit. You know what I mean? It feels though it's necessary for you to be keeping it real and letting the people know the truth. Like, these news stations can't lie to us no more. Like, certain things we're not blinded by anymore. You know what I mean? So, like I said, shout out to all of y'all. Jay-Z is a small fish, so bring it out the big ones. Facts. Say word, bro. Jay-Z is a 6'6". Mark, you see all them devilish, demonic things that Jay-Z used to have in his videos and throwing up the rock and all that? I never knew that stuff was satanic. I never knew. I knew it was different. I'm like, what rapper does this shit? You know what I mean? Like 2006, 2007, all these, it's all up in the background. It's devils and horns and weird stuff. Come to find out, that was like a thing, like a real ritual type thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, man, we got to stay focused and protect ourselves during survival at all times. It is evil from the jump. Crazy in love, get them all. Yes. Got my own. Yup. Listen, Lisa, tell them again. Great show, bro. Thank you, Trayvon. You know what I'm saying? Trevor, we doing it. We doing it. We not playing. I'm everywhere and support all real ones I see. Shout out to K Saul, pure survival. And with that, we're gonna close out with that. K-Cell said he support all the real ones, and he a real one. And 50 Cent's a real one. And all of y'all that's been in here showing love and not being blinded of the truth, just even having your eyes open and supporting these young people and these people, exposing these people in Hollywood, y'all all real ones too. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep our eyes open on this documentary, but it is a fact. 50 Cent is really coming out with this new Usher surviving Diddy and the Justin Bieber secrets and all of that. This is going to be crazy. We just got to wait and see.